So you are planning on selling your home, and of course you want top dollar. But you don't sell a house every day and you don't know what you don't know. And that can lead to inaction or worse, selling your home for less than it might be able to get. Hi, I'm Robert Webb, team leader of the DNJ Home Selling Team. I'm here to help you navigate all things real estate, specifically focused on helping our clients with buying, selling, and living in the heart of NJ, North and Central New Jersey. If you enjoyed this type of content, please make sure to give this video a like. It helps get it to more people that could use this information. And today, I want to go over 7 common mistakes that I see when it comes to selling your house and how you can avoid them. This way, you can put the best plan into action for you and get top dollar for your house and not lose out on any potential money when it comes to selling your home. The first thing is not decluttering and cleaning your house. A cluttered home is going to appear smaller and harder for potential buyers to come in and place their own furniture in that space. You are going to be moving anyway. Take the time to put away items that you don't use daily or are no longer in season. You can get rid of any items that you aren't going to be needing anyways. This can be a great opportunity to donate these items to someone that could really benefit from them. And you get them out of your home and increase the likelihood of you getting top dollar. It's a win-win. I have shown properties where there are dirty dishes in the sink and laundry on the floor. There are dusty surfaces and dirty showers. When it comes to a buyer walking through this home, they are thinking 2 things. 1, if they aren't cleaning this, how are they maintaining things like the roof, the foundation, the HVAC, and am I gonna have problems once I move in because they didn't maintain it? And 2, I wonder if some people are gonna turn this property down that otherwise might have considered it if it was a bit cleaner, and am I gonna be able to get it cheaper since not as many people are looking at it? Neither of which is good for your bottom line. I know it is a bit annoying, but getting your home in show-ready state is the best way to get more money in your pocket in the end. Number 2 works off of the first point, and that is to not rush to the market, but rather have a plan. If you try and put your house on the market tomorrow and go from 0 to 100, things are going to get missed, and that is going to affect your pockets in the end. It won't give you time to declutter and clean. It won't give you the proper time for any marketing materials to get ready, and it's gonna lead to a less congruent coming to the market. It also adds a ton of unnecessary stress and rushing. If you have a plan in place, you can allocate times appropriately. Now, I do understand that sometimes there are things like a job transfer that come up kind of out of the blue and do lead to a faster turnaround. I would say that even in a case like that, if that job offer comes up, you probably aren't accepting it without talking with your friends and family for a couple of days, especially if it means relocating and there are many negotiations that are going to take time with that company. Use that time to come up with a plan. You can still write down a list of what is going to be needed and what that timeline might look like based on the information that you do have. All of this is intended to give yourself a path that can be followed for success. The next one can make all of these points a lot easier, and that is to find the right realtor for the right job. Every agent is licensed, but not every realtor is an expert. It's great that you would be so kind to use your sister's roommate's friend to help them out in their business. But keep in mind that A, this is one of the largest assets you own, and leaving it to someone who isn't experienced can greatly affect your bottom line. And B, just like I said before, you don't know what you don't know. An inexperienced agent or an agent who is from out of the area doesn't know what they don't know. I recently sold a house for a seller of mine and leveraged the fact that the agent on the other side was from an hour and a half away. And I was able to get my client $25,000 more than any other offer that we had on the table. She didn't know the market, and this agent wasn't versed in how this township operates, making it more and more difficult for her buyers than needed to be. Just like I wouldn't go to my ear, nose, and throat doctor if I needed open heart surgery, making sure that you pick the right realtor for the right job is critical. This is going to be your partner through the transaction and shed light on all of the things that you don't know, making your life so much easier. I have a video where I go over 5 tips of how to pick the right agent in your marketplace. I'm gonna leave it down below if you wanna check it out after this video. And if you wanna get started working with me and my team here in the heart of NJ to sell your home, you can find that link right down below that first link, or email us directly at team@destinationnj.com. All right, number 4 is to get out of the home. Believe it or not, you do not come with the house. And being there is adding nothing to the experience, I promise you. Home buyers are looking for their next home and not how you lived in the home. They want to be able to walk through and feel at peace, to freely talk and closely look at everything. And when the seller is there, it creates an air of awkwardness for them. I understand that you want to make sure everything is highlighted appropriately, and that is where you should work with your agent to make sure that the marketing materials have all the upgrades listed so that buyers can get a sense of what you have done in that home without a vigilant chaperone. That, alongside with cleaning the home and turning all the lights on for that showing, can create an amazing first impression that will so much more impact the buyers than you being there. Next up, let's talk about pricing. Pricing can make or break the interest you get in your home. Price it too low and you might not get top dollar, but price it too high and you might not get peak interest. Prepping your home and pricing it go hand in hand. Understanding where the market is and what the current market is rewarding is critical to interpreting that past data and making the best decisions moving forward. Pricing it to attract interest and lead to more than one buyer being interested can be absolutely critical to your success. Just look at the last 2 years. But as things shift, pricing is going to become even more critical to make sure that you are cutting through the noise of what other people are seeing to highlight your home and get them through the door. A common issue with people that overprice their home is that it sits for longer than average days on market. And when that happens, once it gets to that point, those buyers start to wonder, why doesn't anyone else want this home? Am I missing something? Am I going to be stuck with an issue after I buy it? None of which is good for you and your bottom line. It's going to ultimately lead to offers way under list price. Pricing it for excitement and to attract the current buyer pool is where you are going to see the best results in your bank account. Now, let's talk about all of the terms. Just looking at price can be a costly mistake. If the highest price also comes with the lowest down payment and the lowest earnest money and a wide range of inspection rights, compared with a slightly lower offer that has 20% down, a healthy earnest money amount, and limited home inspection requests, well, you might actually make more money in the long run going with the lower price option. What if that higher priced buyer has trouble getting his loan or he needs more time? All of that time is now your problem that you have to adjust your future plans. Or heaven forbid, they can't obtain their loan for some reason because they don't have as much money to work with as offer number 2. Now you have to go back on market and that creates a whole nother set of issues. Or what if the buyer requests a ton of stuff in inspections that the second buyer would have waived? Terms are critical to your bottom line and just as important as the price on that contract. So make sure you understand everything and how it impacts your sale. Last but not least, a major item I see is not disclosing the major items. You can be held legally responsible if you do not disclose a major defect of your home and it comes up later that you knew about it before. But before we even get there, 9 times out of 10, an inspector or someone in that transaction is going to notice something is off and investigate. And if that's happening during the home inspection period and the buyer starts to renegotiate based on new information, then they are almost certainly not going to want the cost to be the cheapest person out there. They're going to want to make sure it was done by the most reputable company. Whereas if we disclose upfront, we might have got this issue completely waived as part of the contract with proper disclosures, or we might have been able to take care of it before we came to market, getting multiple bids and having our own timeline to get that fixed, which is going to be cheaper than trying to do it under pressure. I hope these tips were helpful to you. If you think I missed one, let me know down below in the comments. If you like this type of content, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe if you want to keep seeing other content just like this. And if you want to get started working with me and my team here in the heart of NJ, buying or selling a home, I want to invite you to click the very first link down below in the description or email us directly at team@destinationnj.com. We would love to have a chat with you about your needs, what you're looking for, and how we could help.